In a faraway galaxy lies a sun orbited by 3 planets, the Goral system. A place inhabited by humans and their creations, castes, numens, and beasts. For 500 years, there was war among the races, a seemingly never-ending conflict. Then finally, an era of peace and prosperity that has lasted 100 years. But now a darkness has awoken and threatens the universe.
That it's fake. We must not give up to build our future on our dreams. We will never lie down and die, but we'll find a way to survive. We all have somebody we love. We know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the
Ethan, you awake yet? Up and at him! Come on, get up, you lazy bum!
Good morning, Master Hyuga!
Hey, Pete. Maybe you'll have better success at this. Want to try waking him up?
Certainly. Just one moment, sir. Ethan, sorry to disturb you, but Master Hyuga is here.
Looks like you're not having much luck either.
My sincerest apologies. It seems that extreme measures are called for. Please wait just a moment.
What the? Ow! Knock it off! Hey, I said knock it off! Let me go! What? Ow! Cut it out!
Morning,
Pete,
Ethan.
please!
I trust you slept well.
You better have a good reason for this.
We're being sent to the Perum ruins. Karen's asked for us. I'm already in the city in Area B2. We need
Ruins? Is this about that Relics site?
You've got it. Now will you get it into gear?
Hey, Hyuga! Ow! Pete! You can let go of my ear now!
Apologies!
Ouch.
Hello everybody, Turner Gaming back here, and we're doing chapter 3. So, I have noticed that the sound mixing haven't been the best in the last two chapters and whatnot, so we want to go ahead and kind of fix that. Alright, let's go ahead and check our form for license update. Upon review of your performance during your training missions, you have been granted access to type select and free missions. Alright, so free missions are basically extra missions that you can do in order for you to increase your level. In this chapter, I will be recording the free mission. Now, from here on out, of course, I will not be recording the free missions because, of course, I want to make the playthrough focus more on the story. But the only reason why I'm recording this particular free mission is because it's mandatory in order for us to keep moving. So let's go ahead and go to the fourth floor and go up to the Guardians Colony, Guardians headquarters. Also in this chapter, most likely that we will be getting an A rank on all missions because this particular chapter has an escort mission and a whole bunch of timed events. So 9 times out of 10, because I'm not that very skilled when it comes to escort missions and whatnot, and etc. So we'll be making a lower score than we have been doing in the first 2 chapters. Alright, now we got an explanation of how free missions work as well as type selection. So, currently, right now, we are a hunter. So, hunters mainly focus on melee and somewhat ranged weapons, so it's more of a balance. There is 3 types that you can actually change into at this current point in time. It's called Hunter, which is the melee class, Ranger, which is the range class, so all guns and whatnot. And there's also the Force class, which is basically the mage class, so you can focus on spells and stuff. Primarily on this playthrough, we'll be focusing on Hunter. However, in order for us to unlock more classes and whatnot, we have to max out all 3 Hunter, Ranger, and Force. So we can unlock the advanced classes like Gunmaster, Fightmaster, etc., etc. So, like I explained, from here on out, whenever there's a free mission available, I'll be doing it off screen, and with the power of editing, I will definitely edit that part out so we can focus primarily only on the story. Alright, let's go ahead and meet up with Hugo. And again, like I explained earlier, this playthrough of this chapter is going to most likely be a lower rank than usual that we've been getting so far, because I'm definitely not good with escort quest. Alrighty, so just to get an explanation on how partner cards work. Partner cards are exactly how it sounds. So you get your card with your partner to a party. Now, since in the game we'll have multiple partner cards and stuff like that, all we gotta do is just come over to press F1 on PC, just go to party, and then form, and then you have a list of characters that you exchange their partner cards with. You can bring those partners to free missions, etc., and you cannot change them out in story missions. You can only do them in free missions. So of course we'll be doing a lot of free missions off screen in order for us to get our level up, because currently in the beginning of the game we are level 8 and we are a lot weaker than we should be, trust me, which is another reason why we're not going to be getting the S rank in this chapter. Alrighty, like I was explaining earlier, since we got Karen's partner card and whatnot, and we cannot do the mission at the moment in time, we can go ahead and press F1, go to party, invite them both to the party. Now you can also invite them to the party by talking to them, but of course that's more of a downgrade. What we want to do is we want to go ahead and knock out this mission first. Because both of the characters are required in order for us to do this mission. And besides, I want to go ahead and get some more cash first before we go ahead and prepare for the next mission. Alright, so we go into the fire base, creature discomfort, and this is a time quest, which is where it's going to be a little bit janky, so going over here. Now, in order for us to actually get an S rank on this side quest, we have to beat 25 creatures in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Now, because of the fact that we're nowhere near as powerful as we should be, right? We're not going to be able to get that S rank, so spoiler alert, we won't. look at that. We're already 55, 60. We're already a minute in. And yeah. And that should give us at least an A rank, sadly.
You're doing pretty good.
Well, sadly, like I said, we got to do this under like 2 minutes and whatnot, so that's not a bad A rank. Alrighty, now we can go directly to the Guardians branch. Now, before we go to the Guardians branch, we need to get some tools, get some gear. So now, since we are on chapter 3, that means we have a little bit more gear to choose from rather than just the gear that we previously had in the previous chapter. So this is where I'm going to be using a little bit of magic and whatnot, or techniques, are they call it in this universe. So in order for us to keep the escort alive, since we don't have access to star atomizers at the moment in time, which star atomizers basically heals everybody in the party, we have to
Welcome.
compensate.
How may I help you? Thank you.
We have to compensate for it by purchasing.
Hi there,
Go
little bee.
ahead and let's see, 20. Let's make sure we are able to evade, and of course, like I explained in the previous chapter, make sure you press Control or whatever coordinate button that you want to make sure that there is a slot available, so we can boost our stats even further.
Come again.
So since we got that, and now we're going to purchase a Photon Heart.
Hey there, you want something?
We're going to use the one called Restra, which heals the entire party member early on. We're going to purchase this Photon Heart from the sphere. And what we want to do is...
Welcome. Please come again.
We want to go ahead and learn that stuff. And we also need to buy a rod. In order for us to use it.
Can I help you?
So we need 1,500. So this. These. Alright, so we got directly 1,500.
Can I help you? Please come again.
Alrighty, so now since we got that stuff. Photon Hearts are linked to our weapons. We don't want any surprises. Alrighty. So now since we're all buffed up and ready to go, and notice that once I had switched to the new armor, of course it stayed equipped. So that's the one thing to keep in mind as well. Alrighty, since we're all buffed up and ready to go, we can go ahead and actually start the quest.
Good you're here. I want to introduce you to our client. Dr. Dorson is a relics archaeologist. Now, as I was saying to the doctor a moment ago, about the relic site discovered the other day, we've already lost several teams in there, and they were professionals. It's just too dangerous for you.
But I must examine this relic site. I'll go alone if I have to.
He wants to come with us. It's no place for a citizen.
That's what I've been trying to explain to him.
You don't realize the importance of this place. A key to saving our world could be inside this relic site.
Let me make this clear. We cannot promise your safety.
I am well aware of that. I must go. Either way, I will go.
Very well. However, if at any point I feel the mission has become too dangerous, I'll abort it. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, absolutely.
You sure about this, Karen?
We'll see.
Alrighty, now since we are ready for this mission, let's go ahead and get started. Make sure that our photon points are all ready to go. Make sure our items are also here and ready to go. So we got our star atomizer right here. So, let's see, we won't need our photon eraser anymore. What we can do is equip this so we can at least increase our attack power. Alrighty. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Nothing here, but we need to open this door in order for us to spawn these enemies back here. Ethan will actually hit it. Never mind. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. As fast as possible here. So at least try to get the S rank. actually get the S rank in this stage. Alrighty.
You're doing pretty good.
Still not exactly there, but hey, at least we didn't let him die. So we got an A rank. Cool. And it's better than B rank. Main thing is I just wanted to make sure that he actually stayed alive. Because this next one is going to be a little bit tricky. Yep, as Ethan was also saying, this is exactly where the Alliance military was actually stationed earlier. Now that they're gone, we can actually do a little bit of exploring. Not anything worth noting, considering there's no items here or anything like that, but it's actually pretty cool looking. Little fort and everything like that. So, yeah, we can't go in anywhere or anything like that, but, you know, pretty neat. Alright, so we're going the wrong way. We gotta go this way. Alrighty, so this is a good place to heal up. Alright. Alright, so now we're almost at the halfway mark and whatnot. So we have to fight a actually big boss in the next couple of minutes, actually. And there's a reason why I've been using the staff rather than my saber and buster combo. Mainly because it's going to preserve because we're definitely going to need that. The saber combo and saber buster combo, and this next area. And since we only got one Photon Heart, so yeah, we want to preserve as much photon as possible. Because this next area As you can see in the overhead, clearly we're going into some kind of area with large haul tracks. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to our buster and whatnot. I'm just going to use a mono mate because nobody else really needs to be healed at the moment. So let's go ahead and trigger the cutscene. It's boss time.
Just what is this place? It looks like somebody set off an explosive here.
Look at this. This wasn't caused by Alliance weaponry. A dragon's nest.
A dragon's nest?
We have to leave at once. Huh? It's too late. We'll have to fight it. Watch out for its fire. Everyone scatter!
Alrighty. What makes this difficult is that you have to keep the doctor alive. So you can't be too aggressive. We're gonna have to spin it a lot. Doctor alive after spamming, so we beat the dragon pretty quickly.
I think it's weak enough that we should be safe, for a little while at least. Quickly, we have to get to that relic site now.
I'm okay. Just keep going. You just might be my ideal partner.
Alrighty, so we got an S rank there, so that's actually pretty good. So I did a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. So got the S rank there, so that's really good. Good deal. Alrighty, so we got this guy named Bruce. Here is his role here, and from here on out, when we go to certain areas and stuff like that, we're gonna see these merchants and stuff. These merchants actually give you some really decent stuff later on in the story. But what we want to do now is go ahead and see if we can sell. No, we're gonna actually keep that sword, but we actually may need it later on. So what we want to do is go ahead and see if we got some sales. So we got an upgraded saber and an upgraded pistol. What we want to do is that all the way at the bottom. We're gonna upgrade the saber. Pistol. And since we have a spare pistol, what we want to do is go ahead and this pistol. And we want to learn this Photon Heart. So this is the twin dagger technique, so it should be the same technique or Photon Art that Karen was using, so that's good. Now we got some decent, what you call it. So now, there we go, more powerful pistol. Alrighty, and all our Photon points have already came back, so that's good. So now we're inside the ruins. So this is the second half of the quest. So let's go ahead and watch the cutscene. Alright, and now we're in the second half of the quest and whatnot. So basically we want to go ahead and explore these ruins. So since we can't go back over there, so what we want to do is we want to switch back to the staff again to conserve a whole bunch of photon energy. personally, I prefer the double saber. But sadly, we do not have a double saber yet. So with the double saber, there's a Photon Heart called Tornado Dance, which give us way more mobility, and we can attack and defend at the same time. Attack, defend, and move a great distance at the same time. Alright, we're dealing with a whole bunch of freezing at the moment. Don't know what that's all about, but let's go ahead and speed through this. Because trust me, we're going to be coming back to a relic eventually throughout the story. These relics are actually really important to the plot. Down this way. Alright, since I unplugged that, it should be doing better with performance. Nani? I only got one photon charge, and I really don't want to use it. And I also got one skate doll, which I also really don't want to use. Just a reminder, skate dolls are one of those items where if you were to get incapacitated and whatnot, they would respawn immediately. Sweet, we got another photon charge, so that's perfect. So now we got two. Awesome. Sadly, this early in the game, we don't actually get photon charges, but this is actually a good find. So, since there's no manual blocking and whatnot, a lot of the stats when it comes to blocking, the block rate and the rate is basically dictated based on the amount of points you have for that for your particular character. Now, for Ethan, what I want to do is make sure that Ethan has enough evasion points, because that's going to be very important later on in the story. Because having proper evasion points will actually save us a lot of instinct kills and keep us alive a little bit longer. Like, as you can see, Ethan, a lot of Ethan's attacks are actually either canceling out the enemy's attack, or I'm actually evading in time. In the older Phantasy Star games, such as this one, sadly there's no mandatory sprint button, a manual sprint button. There's no manual dodge, but in the later games, of course, you'll have more range, and you'll have more options to actually manually do stuff. Parry, dodge at the right time, etc., etc. So, just want to keep that in mind. But in the earlier games, no, there's no manual dodge or sprint button or anything like that. Plus, in the earlier games, you're actually a lot stronger early out than you are compared to the newer titles. I will go over that when the time comes. also another thing you probably have noticed that I cannot customize my partner's gear, so I can't buy anything for my partner and actually equip it. Now we're getting near the boss territory or whatnot. Just want to make sure everybody's all up. There we go. Just want to make sure everybody's all healed up. Perfect. Let's keep moving.
What kind of a place is this? Wow! Look at these statues!
They're Stateria.
Stateria?
I don't know all the details, but these were guardians of the relic sites.
Come on. Are you saying that these things could actually move around and fight?
Exactly. Why do you assume that ancient civilizations used primitive technology?
I don't know. 'Cause they're old?
If you study the relics, you'll learn that the ancients were far more advanced than we are. The only problem is, after all this time, we still don't have any idea how such an advanced civilization was destroyed.
Doctor!
Help me!
Ethan, look out!
Damn. For some reason, these things cannot leave it. I'm always trying to work. Clearly the doctor is got some things to hide, obviously. He's been acting very suspicious ever since we started this mission. So hopefully we can get some answers. Alright, and then we also got another save point. Not save, but healing point. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. And now, final part of this mission.
don't believe it! It's moving!
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and definitely not getting the S rank. Taking a lot of damage. Ow. Alright. Oh, that was a little bit scary.
You're doing pretty good.
Yep. See, it took us a little bit longer to actually take out that thing. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to get an S rank. I got to do it within under a minute.
I don't believe it. How is this possible? How is this possible?
Doctor, what's the matter?
I've made a terrible mistake.
What are you talking about?
Here, take a look at this.
What is this?
It's an Photon Reactor.
A Photon Reactor?
Yes. It draws photons from the air and transforms it into photon energy.
Aren't photons supposed to be this great new energy source? How'd that get here?
Don't you see? It was here all along, but there's a bigger problem. This proves the relics were powered by photon energy.
No. Really?
Doctor, earlier, you said you were an archaeologist. But how is it that you recognize this device?
Because it is my job. My real job. I'm sorry for hiding this from you earlier. But believe me, it was necessary. My real name is Warren Darren, an photon scientist. 20 years ago, a sphere, identical to this one, was brought before me. That's when I succeeded in producing the first photon. I was so convinced that this new energy was the way of the future. But look at this device. Photons aren't the way of the future, but of the past. It had already been discovered centuries ago. Do you understand what this means? The ancient civilization that first developed photons perished. And now, I have damned our own civilization to the same fate.
Ethan, get the doctor out of here. Hugo and I will try to hold these things off.
Got it.
Alright, now we gotta hurry up and get out of here. Sadly, Another reason, again, why I couldn't get the S rank was because of the fact that I'm a lot weaker than I should be. Normally, if I had a chance to actually grind, I'll go ahead and grind, but sadly, we can't do that yet, unfortunately.
Oh boy. Good. It feels stable enough. Shall we go, Doc? Hey.
Well, looks like I have no choice.
You got it, Doc. Keep going. Doc!
The reactor!
Forget the reactor!
Indeed, let's keep moving. Now, since we're back at the beginning of the stage, let's go ahead and get out of here.
I've been looking for you, Dr. Darren.
Magashi!
Now, shall we return home?
I'll never go back with you! I refuse to be your slave anymore! I'm going to reveal the evil truth and expose you! You're finished!
I will not ask again. We are returning home now, Doctor.
I said never!
Back off! The Doctor's under the Guardian's protection.
How well would you pitiful guardians fare against us? Goodbye, Doctor.
Huh? Doctor, what's wrong? Doctor! What did you do?
There are nanomachines running through his veins. I merely activated their self-destruct sequence.
Listen to me. You must stop them. Otherwise, they will destroy the world. Doctor!
Ethan!
The Doctor. He's been murdered.
Doctor?
Now, if you will be so kind as to hand over his body.
I am Karinera, a guardian. The Doctor was under our protection. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Renvold Magashi of the Endrum Collective. The rest, I'm afraid, is classified.
What are Endrum agents doing here, out of jurisdiction?
You ask too many questions. The Doctor's already paid for his folly. If you value your life, forget this ever happened.
So, should I take that as a threat?
No, a promise. Don't make any rash decisions. These relics are now under the control of the Endrum Collective. Leave this place at once.
Ethan, no!
I do not wish to cause any further problems. I will tell headquarters that you helped us in our search today. That should be sufficient.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Karen!
Now take your team and leave here at once.
Why, Karen?
Because otherwise they would have killed us.
What do you mean? Aren't we all on the same side?
The Endrim Collective isn't just another organization. They have the authority to keep the public peace. And I need to keep us all alive to fight.
Just because he's a cast. Is that supposed to?
All right, that's enough, Ethan.
We're still no better off. We don't know what they're planning to do next. Now that the doctor's dead, we might never know the entire truth.
Listen to me. You must stop them. Otherwise, they will destroy the world.
Standing still, I look to the sky. I want to see your tomorrow. Let my soul stay in your heart. If our destiny comes to I am with you, always with you, even when you forget your smile. As I say, keep them in your heart forever and ever. I'm
Ethan and his companions are assigned to protect a train in Perum and are newly joined by training headmaster Lucane Nave. A dark shadow draws up over the train as it races across the fields. Will Ethan and his companions be able to carry out their duty? Next time on Phantasy Star Universe, Rogues.